Yo, what
Yo,
is happening, ladies and gentlemen? We are in the building.
let's
Knickerbocker
go.
Ave is back, baby. We'll be right back. Yo, we are back in effect.
Yo,
It is your man, Coach Fah.
Danny B in the house. Knickerbocker Ave. We here. What's up?
Bang, 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 bang. Yo,
Mike Breen voice.
you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm sorry. Yeah, last night was bad, and we'll go get to that. But before we do, I got to give big shouts to, you know what I mean, Dola J and them. You know what I mean? I got my Weed the Garden shirt. Yo, all of these shirts I bought off Twitter because I respect and love y'all, and y'all love the Knicks, and I
That's
love
what we
to
do,
support
man.
independent business. Bang,
Support.
bang. Then I got this one for Pop Left.
Shout out to Papa Left.
Actually, no, I got this one from Nick's.
No, this is Nick's Film
Yeah,
School,
this
bro.
is Nick's Film School because you wearing
Nick's
the
Film
black one.
School. Yeah, buddy. You know it.
Bang, bang. Now this is Pop Left. Papa
Yeah,
Left's
that Nick set.
wonderful Nick set in the
Yeah.
building. Jump off. That's right. Coach Fah invest in our people. Them. You
Got
know
him.
what I
Got
mean?
him,
My
man.
wife is so mad at me too. She's like, "How many shirts are you gonna buy? Like,
Yeah,
how
I
many
gotta.
they gonna make?"
That's the right answer, bro. That's the Lee Valentine answer right there, bro.
Exactly. Exactly, my man. Yo,
How you
so
feeling today, bro?
today, no bueno.
No.
Now, again, I was all set to, listen, I wanted this show to be about you and your experience at MSG on Tuesday, but I guess we got to get through the heavy lifting of today, of last
Yeah, yeah.
night's game before we can
Let's
do that.
And I was thinking about this last night. You know what I mean? Do we start with the good and then end with the bad? But I mean, how do you go from game 3 back to game 2? You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do you want to do, man?
Well, because the way I look at it is last night was the bad. Sure, let's get that ugly out the way so that we can celebrate the goodness of your experience at
Let's do it, dude.
MSG. So, and I know I dropped a candid minute this morning, so I kind of pretty much put my thoughts into on last night's game into that. So partially, so I wouldn't, over on this show with those sentiments. But end of the day, two things need to happen, and they need to happen now. And I don't really know why they haven't happened yet. Thing number one is the coaching staff needs to come up with better ways to use Randall. I mean, this double triple team thing, he is not working getting out of it.
Yep.
So they
He's
need
been
to
extra smothered.
they need to but you got to expect that come the playoffs. You know what I mean? They're gonna take everything that you do great away from you. And the thing that so coaches got to find Randall easier shots so Randall could get into his offense earlier and faster and more consistently. You know what I mean? I named my thing the disappearance of Julius Randle because that's kind of how it seems. It's like they did the overrated chant, and as mad as I was at them saying that, at that moment, I was like,
Right. He's
he's
playing.
not
I mean,
overrated, but he got to step up.
yeah, he ain't showing out. That's for sure.
You know,
But
how do you feel about it?
the one thing that I've been noticing, man, is I feel like he's so much in his head. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We saw double teams all year long, and he was okay with it. You know what I mean? Finding the outlet pass. But I think right now, you're seeing, like you just said, the double teams and the triple teams. So I just feel like he has an extra level of, I don't think it's nerves so much as anxiousness. You know what I mean? Like, I got to get rid of the ball. I got to get rid of the ball. And you see him, jumping up and looking around and waiting to the last second before his feet come down to get rid of it. And sometimes it's not working out because nobody's ready for it. For some reason, he's not looking to the basket as much as he
Right. He's not
has been.
looking to
So
score in that moment. He's looking to
yeah,
defer and pass, and
and
that's
he's got to
killing
take
us.
over. Yeah, him and
He
RJ, they really need to take over. What's gonna work in this series is driving to the hole. You know what I mean? That's
Yes,
that's
and
what we
that's
need to
what
do.
we're not doing.
Yep. And
I mean,
Randall
yesterday
is.
in the first quarter, we had them. We had foul troubles. They was reeling because we were doing that and going to the free throw line. Nerlens went to the free throw line like 13 times, like 10 times in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's
Most he
the
went all
way to get
season.
it. And
Yep.
and what that does is it frustrates Capella because he gets in foul trouble. It definitely frustrates Collins, and we know how Collins is mentally. You can frustrate him.
Easily.
But we went
I mean,
away
again, he
from
got in
that.
foul trouble.
But we went away from that as opposed
Oh
to
yeah.
attacking that.
We went way more ISO, and we didn't need to. You know what I mean? Let's listen. There was no off-ball movement at all. We got to move for each other. I mean, it's tough, man. The end of that second quarter, the last 4 or 5 minutes, that's
Hmm.
really where they ran away with it, and we weren't able to ever overcome that deficit.
And
Um, you know,
partially it's because we took out one of the things that we had going for us because of fan noise. We should not have started Derrick Rose.
I didn't mind it so much. It's just that I just
But
think that Randall just didn't show up, and I understand how when both of them are out there in the first quarter, usually it's when Randall does, put up his numbers and get those points going. But they've been fine in tandem all season long, so it's just a matter of our shots falling. Really,
I
you know
mean
what I
more
mean?
to the
We
fact
shot
that in the
horrible.
right, but I mean more to the fact that at the end of the second quarter, normally that's the time that Elf would have sat and a well rested Derrick Rose would have came in and we would have got that energy and that spark off the bench that we are
Hmm.
used to getting.
Yep.
Because he started last night, we didn't get that. And honestly, Tibbs's idea of throwing in Burks in that role as the secondary guard, I don't like.
Yeah, I
The
hear you. He's
ball
just
doesn't
not as
move at all.
explosive. Yeah,
No,
it's
he's
not as
not a point guard. He's gonna shoot the ball and he'll
yeah,
pass it sometimes. But his mode is like RJ. They attack the basket. They're
yeah.
gonna shoot. We need guys that are gonna move and facilitate the ball. Again, I'm not trying I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Elf, but at the same time, I'm not trying to say, oh, we needed him in the game. But the dynamic works. Getting Rose off the bench is that breath of fresh air.
I agree. And I
You know what
saw
I mean?
Anthony MSG say something this morning, and it's funny that he did say it because I've been thinking it for probably the last few weeks now. And why not give Frank, Elf's
I've been
minutes?
screaming that.
Man, it just makes sense, man. Who
It
cares? I
just
mean,
at the
five to
end of the
ten minutes a
day,
game. That's it.
at the end of the day, offensively, they're doing the same thing. With the one exception is that you're not looking for Frank to score.
Right.
You're looking for Frank to play good defense and lock down and stuff like that and get rebounds and run and all of that.
And
But
move
you're
the
not
ball.
right. So if that's what you're getting anyway, why not put the guy in there that fits that role? And that way Rose can still come up fresh and all of that. So that's part of it. I feel like, and I said this in the next minute earlier. I feel like RJ he wasn't having a stellar game in game two, but he was having a good game, and he didn't
Hmm.
play at all in the fourth quarter. And I feel like that might have messed with his head a little bit in this game.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
mean,
so
that's
much.
what I see.
I just think that they've been mentally off. I think that they're trying.
But that's
See,
what I'm saying.
the thing about this team, right, is that there's so many pieces that could go off at any moment, right? I mean, you got Bullock who could get hot. You got Burks, obviously, who could have a game. Rose could have a game. Randall, RJ, you go through the whole roster quickly could even have a game. You know what I mean? So it's tough. I think when you have so many moving parts and from game to game, that dynamic changes because you have different guys leading us in points to the victories when Randall is not that main guy. So I think it's tough for others to kind of find where they fit in to kind of,
Right.
move
When
forward.
Randall's not
Similar,
balling,
right?
everybody
Similar to how
suffers.
Obi had that, but he figured it out. He had all season to figure it out. Now we don't have time. Now you just got to get in it and figure it out and go. So I think it's tough. I definitely want to see them start just getting more aggressive. We know RJ has what it takes. Just go to the damn bucket. You know what I mean? Let's go. Same with Randall. Randall, I mean,
Yeah,
we seen
yeah.
it all last season when we were screaming at him to pass the ball. Just do that, man.
Hmm.
Bully to the rim.
Go to
Listen,
the
I get it.
basket.
And then when you see the three, the rest of the team's got to move for him. Look for the triple team on Randall, the double team on Randall, and then get to somewhere that could be an outlet pass for him. You know what I mean? We got to play for each other.
What you're saying is absolutely correct. And it brings me to another point because Atlanta's actually doing that. We
They're
have
playing
had
our game,
moments.
dude.
We have had moments where our defense was stellar in that set, but when we closed out on that last double team, it left somebody open in the corners, and they always found that guy.
Yep.
Whether it was Gallo in the corner or Gallo making a pass, or if it was Herter in the corner, Bogdanovich in the corner, or Collins in that corner, either side, that's what would happen. We would have great defense to start the play, but we collapse and we never get back on that stringer that's out there in the corner.
Yep.
That was our game.
They're
Like
playing
you
our
said.
game to a T, man, to a T.
And we aren't. And that's really what's bothering me. And at the same time, going back to your point about Randall, I don't think it's nerves. I think all of the accolades and everything, especially toward the end of the season, got in his head like, I have to be a star now. Dude, just play your game. Get out of your head. Relax and play the way you have been playing. You don't need undue pressure because all it's causing is this. You got to woosah that stuff off and just play your game.
When Randall lets the game come to him and doesn't force things is when he plays his best. And that's what needs to happen. So
but in the playoffs, we haven't seen it.
And listen, I say this all the time, and I know hockey and basketball are totally different, but when I'm playing hockey personally, I always tell people that I'm playing with, right, make that first play that you see. You got to trust yourself. You know what I mean? So when you see it open, make that pass or take that shot or go to that space that you're seeing. You got to trust your instinct. You know what I mean? Because when you hesitate, that's when the timing, that window
goes
closes.
Off.
Yep. And now you have to readjust and realign, and that takes time away from yourself. So you really got to just, because you're seeing him. He's, moving around, looking around. He doesn't see nothing. He moves around one more spot. He jumps up, and he's looking around while he's in the air. He doesn't see nothing. At the last second, you still got to get rid of it. He did it one time last night. It went to nobody. And then I saw him come to RJ afterwards. And I don't know what he said, but I'm sure he said something like, you got to help me out. And it's true. Like I said, 2 minutes ago, we got to really play for each other. And when we see ourselves getting double teamed, we got to become that outlet pass for each other. So we really need to see that happen next game.
We do. Now, again, Tibbs is a wonderful guy of adjustments and things like that. And I still, I trust SD. I see you, fam. And I agree. I initially said it was going to be a 6 to 7 game series. So it's just, it's just hard to see us not play the way we know to play.
Yep.
I could see if we played our game and lost, okay. It would still bite, but I'm with it. But when we don't play our game, that's
tough.
what it is. It's very tough and very frustrating when we don't play our game because we know what we can do. You know what I mean? We just got to do it.
And that being said, dude, we gotta get this game 4. We got to get to 2-2 and come back to MSG, regain that home court advantage.
I'm not worried about it.
I don't want to be down 3-1, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to be down 3-1.
We could have been down 2-1. We could have been down 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, but we weren't.
No.
I'm not worried about this.
And that game, dude, oh my God, man. Honestly, I would say that was the best night of my life, but I'm married, so I got to say it's the second best of my night of my life, dude.
All right,
it was insane.
Hold that thought. We're going to hit you with one of our favorites. This time I'll hit you with something a little different. Then we come back and it's Danny B time, and you tell us everything about your experience at MSG.
I'm with it, dude. Let's do it.
Yo, this is Knickerbocker Ave. This is how we do it. Enjoy some Wu-Tang juice.
50% of American families don't get enough of their hardcore hip-hop. That's why I'm glad my family likes the taste of Wu-Tang. It's for the children.
Wu-Tang is in the building for the children.
Yes, sir. We do it for the kids.
We do it for the people, them.
Man, I always
All
think of
right.
Trick Daddy. You know that line from Trick Daddy?
Oh yeah, for the kids.
Yeah, yeah,
Trick
yeah.
love the kids. Trick love the kids.
I love it. Oh man.
Yo, Trick Daddy, man. I saw his unsung. Yo, Trick Daddy is he's that dude, man. You know, big shout to Florida hip hop. He's that dude.
Yeah, man.
All right, so DB, how was it at MS Chisel?
Oh my God, dude. All right, so the train ride in alone, Knicks fans everywhere, dude. So I took the Ronkonkoma line and just waiting for the train, dude. I'm sitting there in my Pumas and right away I get people, oh, Knicks colored shoes, that's what's up. It was just crazy, dude. The second I got to the train, second we pulled in, oh, the whole train ride, Knicks, you know what I mean? We get off the train outside, Knicks, nonstop. I'm hanging out in front of the venue, meeting up with Chris Persianen, and Gary V walks in right there. So that was dope. 15 minutes later, dude, we're inside on the concourse level, and as you know, you probably seen the video. I'm sure you could cue it up. I threw it
Yes,
in the
sir.
Dropbox.
I
Clyde
looked. I
Frazier
didn't see
walking
it.
through. Yeah, really? My internet
Yeah.
sucks over here, man. I gotta get on that soon. Hopefully, it's in there.
I'm
But
listening.
yeah, I threw it up there on Twitter, dude. So Clyde was walking through. He got the MVP chance. That was cool. And the seats were dope, man. I was in section 224. And honestly, just the seats in MSG, you know what I mean? As long as you're not on like the corners or right behind the basket, seats
Mm-hmm.
are always good, dude. I mean, if you've seen the pictures I was posting, I had such a bird's eye view of the court. And I wasn't really too high up, So it was just a flurry of Knicks fans, of Knicks chants. It was so loud, dude. To see 16,000 people in the Garden, and I haven't been around 16,000 people and I don't know how long. And just to see it, everybody was just super excited. The vibe, just you felt it in the air. You know what I mean? Like you're breathing, you're walking around, you're looking. Just the energy was so hyped. So during that first half, man, we were down, 13 at halftime, and it's still the energy was insane. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody kind of still knew, we're here, and we're absolutely in the game, and I think that we've proved that all season. So I think there's a lot more of a relaxed feel when we're down. You know what I mean? In these games, so it was just insane, man. The chants were great. People were passing around pictures of Trae Young with like a lollipop head with like a bunch of hair on the ground and what do you call it, and birds and stuff. So you had that going. I seen some guy with a bird mask on. You seen another guy with the gorilla mask. That guy's always out. And dude, after the game, it was just lit, man. I came out of MSG on 7th Ave, and there was just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. I threw a video up of that too, like a 15-second clip, and that got actually picked up by CNBC. So shout to them for throwing
Nice.
it up on, yeah. So that was out there. That was pretty cool. But it was insane, man. Insane, dude. They shut down part of 7th Ave right in front of MSG just because the
I
people
heard.
were mobbing, bro.
I
Trucks that were
heard.
coming by, honking the horns, people rolling down the windows. It was insane, dude. And a lot of people out there too, man. Anthony MSG was out there. I seen
Mm-hmm.
him with his boy E. Julito was out there. Terry. Just so many people, dude, and so much love. You know what I mean? It was. It's hard to put into words. Just like that moment, and it's so much bigger than one playoff game that we won. You know what I mean? It was
Right.
more. It's so much more about like the culture and everything else coming together to become a playoff victory in the first one in 8 years. You know what I mean? It's so much more than just the one playoff game. You see everybody hating on us, all celebrating, and it's like Knicks fans can't do nothing right. You know what I mean? We
Right.
can't have fun and enjoy one win. Listen, that's
Right.
how we are. New York's different. You know what I mean? We take things to another level always.
Yes, we do.
So I
Always.
don't care if it's one playoff win or whatever, man. Like I'm celebrating the shit out of that. Period. So dude, it was lit, man. It was just lit. Like I said, best time of my life outside of the wedding. You know what I mean?
Right
So
on.
I gotta throw that in there. I gotta throw that in there. But just crazy, crazy, crazy experience, man. Crazy experience. That's for sure. And I've been to Knicks games, but this was just a
Right.
whole nother level. How loud it was, man. When Obi was hitting those baskets, he had that alley oop, and then he hit that three, dude. The place
Yeah,
went
man.
nuts. When
Yeah.
Reggie tied it up, the place went nuts. When Reggie hit the three to take the lead, the place went nuts, dude. It just Oh man, it was just insane. And how many celebrities were there too, dude? You saw 50 Cent down. I'm sure everybody knew 50 Cent was there because his lady's probably the one who ended up with a little bit of the spit on her.
I
Shame on that guy, man. I ain't even trying
yeah,
to shed
for
light on
real.
that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't with that.
Nah,
But it
that
was
dude is
insane, dude.
terrible people. Period.
Yeah,
Period.
no good. It's
You're
just a build up,
terrible
dude.
people, my dude, and you are not a
Any
Knicks fan. You're an
Anybody
ass.
that brings negative publicity to this Knicks
Period.
team outside of what goes on that court
That ain't what we're
is no
about.
good. Nah,
Mm-mm. I apologize to Trey on his Twitter about that because that's just not how we do, man.
nah,
You
not
know
at
what I
all.
mean? Mm-mm. You know,
You
he
know,
he definitely looks like an anorexic elder barge, but you know what I mean? That's one thing. But you know what
listen.
I mean?
Yeah, no,
Yo,
there's
his
levels,
yo,
There's
yeah, there's
lines and
levels.
levels you can't cross those.
Yeah, he needs some Rogaine in the middle. I do know that, but you know.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh
all
man.
right.
So let me ask you a question real quick before we switch topics, right? Because I was at the game. I watched it back a little bit the next day, but I didn't put it on full volume and stuff. Like, how loud was it through the TV?
Dude, I have not I've been watching the playoffs. Like every playoff. I've been watching
Right.
these games. Every game. No cap, no BS. No arena has been louder than MSG yet. None.
That's what I've
Not
heard,
even the
bro.
Hawks arena last night. And they were loud, but it
Yeah.
wasn't MSG loud.
No,
It,
and
it
that's
just
why
it
it's kind
just
of quiet
wasn't.
in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. If it ain't MSG loud, it ain't loud. That's new standards, bro. It's levels to this now.
Really, really though. I mean, MSG family. I'm impressed with that. You know what I mean? I am. Go ahead, Knick fans. Rep
Yeah,
hard,
dude.
rep loud.
See it right here, bro. New York, we here. Little towers
Yes,
they give
sir.
out game too.
The
And
one
those
thing that
shirts
I
from
did
game
see,
one were dope too.
yeah, those I didn't get, unfortunately. But you know what? I got my first shot. Ow, I got
There
my
you
first
go.
shot.
On your way,
So
bro.
2 weeks, I get another one, and it's easy to be over more than likely. But still,
Nah, knocking on wood, bro. We got round two.
now,
Let's do it. Let's hit
dude,
round two.
I would love to, really. And I think we can still, definitely. But Randall got to get it out of his head. Tibbs and company have to. I mean, if y'all got to call Mike Woodson and be like, yo, Mike, what do you think we need to do on offense? Give him a
Do it.
call real quick.
That's what I'm saying.
He'll
You know
shoot
what I
you an
noticed
email.
last night too? Timeouts were not as frequent as I feel like Tibbs, has been in the past. There were certain points where like I was looking to see if he was going to call it and kind of just, hold, and he didn't. I want to say there was like 2 or 3 times where I was surprised he let the play keep going. But
But at the same time, he called back to back timeouts early once, and I think that might
yes,
have killed his timeout stock. So he couldn't
yeah,
call them as he wanted to, or he'd run out. You know what I
right.
mean? Because when he called them the back to back, that's what shook me. Like, we're not
Now,
listening.
see, I'm cool with that because it's like the exclamation point. You know what I mean? Like it was like, "Pause. This is what you guys need to do. Now go do it." And then they came right out, and he's like, "No. That's you're not doing it." You know what I mean? It's like that extra
Right.
reinforcement, like light that fire. You
But
know what I
that's what
mean?
scared me because typically we do it, and then he doesn't need to call another one for at least a while.
Yeah,
But like almost back to back, it was like, God, dog, what's going on with us right now?
yeah. Listen, I
And,
hate making excuses. You know what I mean?
no, I'm not making
It's
none.
no,
I
no,
ain't
no. And
making
I'm
none.
not saying you are. But I mean, I was gonna say just the fans, the crowd. I mean, this is 3 games in now. You know what I mean? I get it if the first game, being in front of 15,000 people,
Yeah,
it's an
I
adjustment.
don't think it's that anymore.
I don't either, man. It's all mental. I really think it's all mental, and I think they just need to relax. Just relax.
Calm down, relax. Remember that you guys got yourselves here. It wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a surprise. It was hard work.
Yep.
Now get back to this hard work. And like, don't lose your composure, because I saw that last night toward the end of the game, and that is even a worse look because
Yep.
it shows that we are out of control and that they have us out of control. Don't give Trey and them any more fodder to run with.
Right.
It's time to shut them down and not rev them up. That T at the end irked me a little bit. Like, come on, Randall. Not Randall. Bullock.
Bullock. Yeah.
I mean,
No,
but Randall was right there, and instead of calming Bullock down, it seemed like he was like agreeing with him. And I'm
yeah.
like,
Well,
dude.
they got to do something. You know what I mean? Show the emotion. I get it. It's
Mental
tough, man.
toughness you need at that moment. Not that. You need mental toughness. You're losing the game. You're not going to win the game. There's no time to kirk out now.
No way, man. And I'll tell you, you could tell he definitely was taken back because after that, I want to say, the next time that the Hawks came down on the other end, I'm pretty sure Trey put a move or two on Bullock, kicked it out
he
to the
did.
three, and
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't stand that. So we got to come out in Game 3, man, with an insane amount of energy.
Just
The
play
intensity
our
has to be
ball.
through the roof, and we have to
All
let the game come to us.
48 minutes. We need 48 minutes of consistent Knick basketball on both sides of the daggone basket. That's what we need. And when we do this tomorrow night, it'll carry over for the next 3 games.
Absolutely.
When we do this tomorrow night, because we are going to win tomorrow night, and we're going to tie it up 2-2. And the last 3 games are going to be the most important 3 games of this series. We're going to even it up tomorrow.
I live for these games, man. Like this is where superstars are born. You know what I mean? This
and
is
it's
right
time
here
for us to rise.
Let's fucking go, man. Oh man, bleep that out. I don't even care. Let's go.
No, we live,
bro.
This is
do
passion.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like
we know.
Oh man, dude,
but
I got so much
you.
angst inside me, man. I can't imagine how Rose is feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because he balled out last night.
Again, I still feel like if he had balled out coming off the bench, and if Frank had started, we might have.
I get what you're saying. I'm with you.
Because we got blown out last night, and we hadn't been blown out in either of the last 2 games.
Yep.
We got blown out. So that tells me the one thing that we did differently is the one thing that might have ended up pinning us up.
Yeah. That 22-5 run, man, just at the end of the half, that first half killed us. It really did.
Leave Elf's mom alone. What is wrong with y'all?
Yo, can I just say?
Leave Elf's mom alone, y'all. Damn.
Yo, I just want to say, I figured it out last night, bro. Elf's mom is Knicks fan 6 all day long.
Yes.
100%. That is
she's
it.
She's the burner account and she's the live account. It's her.
Yep. All day.
And she has been dealing with Knicks fans not recognizing that it's her. But what's worse is they actually thought that was Elf in a burner account, and they were mean to him.
Yeah, they were. They definitely were. So stupid. But that's the world we live in, man.
No, it's a bad look. Just because it's the world, I don't like that part of the world. I really don't.
But there's different groups and maturity.
It's a coward's world. It's a coward's world. Because you don't necessarily release your real name and where you from when you saying stuff in comments, it gives people fake bravery. And I'm not.
Yep.
If you wouldn't say that to somebody's face in real life, don't say it on Twitter. That's just how I feel.
I got to get these fingers down, bro.
Same here. It's throwing me off. Like, which one? Me? And then, no? Okay. Nope.
No, you're right, man. You're right, bro. But it's funny, man. And if you look at, like, Knicks fan 6, that account, they follow 2 people, Knicks and Elf. So it's just funny, man. It's just funny. And listen, I get it. She's a mom. You know what I mean? Your mom's always going to have
She's her. She's a player on our team's mom.
Mm-hmm.
You not being flippant to Obi. You not being flippant to Randall's mom. Cut this crap out.
Right. That's insane.
We're better than this, yo.
Crazy.
We are. We're better than this, man. I'm sorry. I don't mean to rant, but I mean, dude, I was on Twitter earlier and I saw it. And she actually had a picture up, and everybody knew that was her mom, and people were still wilding out.
They're crazy, dude. They're crazy.
I'm not with that, man. I'm not with that. You know what I mean?
I don't even.
Because I tell you what, you disrespect my mother on anything, and I'm gonna punch you squarely in your face when I see you.
Mom said knock you out, bro. Mom said knock you out.
Yo, and I would hope that if somebody was disrespectful to your mother, you'd be mad too.
Always, man. You gotta do.
Come on, there's levels. There's levels. We could be mad at El's performance without being foul to his family.
Right.
That's crazy.
It is, man. So like you said, bro, I want to see a change up. You know what I mean? Put Frank in the starting line. This is the playoffs. This is it. You know what I mean? Like, it's no regular season.
There's no tomorrow after these.
No. So let's do it, man. Make the change. Put Frank in. Put Rose and Taj back off the bench. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's get back to what put us in these playoffs to begin with. Back to what put us in this position.
Right. And just to say something before we head on out, when we beat them and go to the next round, I believe we'll have Mitch back. But I believe we'll have Mitch back. So
I think that if we do
that'll
make it
be
to the
nice.
second round, I think you're right, dude. And I've heard some whispers on the street that he's okay right now, but they don't want to force it. So
CBS
round
made him a
two,
game time decision the other day for the game too.
Yep, you're 100% right, man. And like I said, I heard whispers. That's what it is. So let's hope we can get there, man. I'm knocking on wood right now. I'm gonna grab the towel, the playoff towel.
Plenty of wood right here.
Let's go.
Knocking on it. We here.
Let's go.
We here.
Let's go.
Let's go. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for kicking it with us on this Saturday. I know we were a little late, but that's why we ran over to make sure we gave y'all the 30 minutes of content that is needed to go over this wonderful nickdom and what we do. So again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it. And we'll tune in tomorrow and let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget, on Monday morning, you're going to have the Knicks Minute and the Danny B morning drive to relive all of tomorrow's game. So definitely be sure to check that out. If you're not
if you're not following the Knicks Corner, follow the Knicks Corner on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere. If you're not following it, follow it because that's where all the content goes, baby.
Always, man. You read my mind again, bro. Listen, Coach, enjoy your weekend. Everybody tuned in. Enjoy the weekend. Take that extra day. Relax. Positive vibes only. Let's get it.
Positive vibes only. Yo, I hope your wife has a great rest of her weekend too, my brother.
Oh, man. Dude, you and the family as well. You know that.
Blessing. And we got to say this because this is Danny B. So Danny B says it. We put it up. Positive vibes only.
That's right. Let's get it, bro.
And we will holler at y'all next week. Go pick up some golden G's.
Y'all check out that new joint that I caught on Spotify the other day. Yo, that joint was lit on me. Yo, that shit slapping, yo. Best thing I heard in a long time, man. Yo, them golden G's, yo. Y'all got to get that new record sitting on my porch by the golden G's, man. Y'all gotta see that, man. That B Autumn, yo, sick. Yo, B White was nuts with it back in the day, yo. And Rue, what? Psst. Come on, man. Everybody know Rue the best out of the whole crew. Yo, it's crazy, man. You know what I mean? And DJ Sophia Estelle. What? Yo, the Golden G's, man. Yo, y'all better get that, man. The greatest hits, man. You know what I mean? The golden beats forever. Whew. Golden G's.
And with that, we are out. Knicks Nation.
Yo, Knicks Nation. One love. Danny B, my brother, always a pleasure.
Always right back at you, Coach, man. Be good, dude. Be good, everybody. See you guys next week.
Yes, sir. Be better. We'll see y'all on Monday, and we'll see y'all next Saturday. Knickerbocker Ave. We out.